Let me get my... I'm breaking things. I'm breaking things. Okay. So, last night... Hi, Rock! So last night, I had this really, really insane dream, right? So, where do we... So, okay. So the dream takes place. And there's this cool house here, right? No, cool house. Cool house. Cool house. There's a cool house there, right? Right? And it's like, imagine it as this very cool, like, you know, Victorian mansion kind of thing. It's the house of a very, very skilled dressmaker that makes very fancy, Victorian style dresses, right? Victorian style dresses and things like that. Like, imagine it's a nice dress. It's a very nice dress. Something like that. Anyway, it has this roof area on the top. And for some reason, there are a bunch of people. There's like tons of people. We're all up there. It's like, I don't know, imagine like 50 people, something ridiculous like that. We're all just having a party, right? We're having a party on the roof. We are there without them knowing. We're all just having a really cool party. And the dream's so weird, you gotta create a diagram of how weird it is. Bear with me, it was wild. So we're all having a party, right? You know, where we're all listening to cool music, we're all having a party. There's no one home. No one is home. No one home. And all of a sudden, you know, this is the street, right? This is the street right here. That's the street. All of a sudden, the owners of the house, I don't know, pretend this is the owner, which are like, they're like very like fancy aristocrat ladies, like I don't know how to spell it. So they show up, right? And they show up like in like these big fancy cars, right? With like fancy wheels and everything. And then they get out. And then they get out and they have all these like golden rifles and they have all these like golden guns, right? They have all these guns. And they're like, everybody get out of there. We're gonna shoot up the entire neighborhood. Blah blah blah. And it, like everything breaks out into like a war, right? So they're like shooting, everything is like war. You know, all of a sudden there's like all this chaos going on. Yeah, they're narcos. Yeah. All of a sudden there's like, you know, crazy war going on, right? And there's like fire everywhere, right? Everything's going fucking crazy. Hi, Shiny. I didn't even watch anything like that last night. I don't know why my brain was like that. So they're all going crazy, right? So all of us that are in the roof, we're like, oh shit. We're like, oh shit, we gotta escape somehow, right? So we're like, okay, we gotta escape. And so, you know, we're on the roof, right? And there's a door, right? And then there's a little window right by it. The door is locked, so we can't get out. And we're like, well shit, we gotta, you know, we can't just jump off the roof, right? We're all on the roof. How are we gonna get down there? You know, how are we gonna get down and run away and escape? Because they were headed in here, probably, and they were gonna shoot us all up. So we're like, oh shit, we gotta find somewhere to go. So the door is locked, we can't go into the door. Welcome, Foxfire! Welcome! Welcome to the terrifying dream telling. Welcome, Raiders. Make yourselves at home. Is this a dream you were having? Yeah. This is the dream I was having. Oh, Mobile Suit Gundam. Wow. Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Welcome. Unit! Were you playing with them, Unit? Hi, Spoopy. I'm telling everybody about a wild dream I had, where we were having like a bunch of people. We're having a house party at a cool Victorian house, dressmaker's house, and then the dressmaker showed up and started shooting everybody and starting war. Right? So then, okay, so we're in the roof. We're in the roof, and one of like one of us finds out that this door is open, or the window rather is open, right? So this is the window here. We managed to kind of like we managed to like, you know, go in through the window. I'm supposed to be an artist, man, and I'm just drawing like shitty stick figures. Yeah, it's a nice chill stream, don't worry about it. So we go in, right? And on the inside is, so it's like this very fancy Victorian home. Some people are able to get out of the house, right? They're able to get out of the house and they leave the house. You know, they're able to run out. I managed to get in. And I'm going down the stairs of the house, very fancy Victorian house, when all of a sudden I hear them come in. And I'm like, oh shit, I better find a place to hide. So I go hide in the bathtub, right? So there's, you know, there's like a toilet, right? There's a toilet and here's the door. There's the door. And then here's the bathtub and it has a curtain. So I pull the curtain so that it hides me. And I'm just kind of like hiding here. You know, like, oh my god, I'm hiding in the bathtub. Like, oh my god, they're gonna find me. Oh my god, they're gonna find me. So I'm there in there, and I'm thinking, okay, how do I get out? So they come in looking for me, and they're like, okay, no one's in here. Okay, so then they go out of the bathroom, and when they go out, I managed to hear this purple line is my move. So I managed to like jump out of the bathtub, and then I go out the door, the front door, and then I go down the stairs and I run out, and they're looking for me. They're like, somebody's in here. She just ran out. So they're like shooting after me and stuff, and I'm like running out the house. But I forget to mention. So on to the next part of the dream. So earlier in the night, before my cats woke me up because they were hungry, I had this dream that I had gone into this like radioactive underground area, right? And so this is important because this information shows up, right? So I had gone to like this radioactive like underground area. Right? There's like, it's, for some reason in my dream kept being like, yeah, this is a new Resident Evil game. I don't know why. So I'm just like walking away, and there's like some radioactive sign that has like boobs, and it just has a cross over it. No boobs allowed. No boobs allowed kind of thing. So I'm like, alright. So it turned out rather than no boobs allowed, it was just that like, you know, the radioactiveness. If you have boobs, then your boobs might disappear because of the radioactiveness, right? Anyway, I managed to escape, right? I managed to escape out of there too. And I get picked up by a... What are those things? They're like those little glider things, you know, people hang on and they glide. That's a person, don't worry about it. That's a person, don't worry about that. One of those hang gliders, except it's enormous, right? It's huge. It's this huge hang glider, and attached to it are hey Nana. Attached to it is a bunch of animals. Because there's like a cat, right? There's like a cool cat right there. Very cool cat. There's like a bunch of animals. Right? That's an animal. That's another animal. These are all animals. Let's pretend they're all animals, right? And so they tell me that they are the guardians of the forest, or something along those lines. They tell me they're the guardians of the forest, and so I'm hanging on. That's me. So I'm hanging on to the glider, right? And they take me over to this like wild forest, right? Where they like drop me off, and then that dream ends. So back to the dream about the war in the Victorian house that I escaped in, right? Back to that. How do I get these fever dreams? Dude, I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. But I try to remember them so I can tell you guys about them. Maybe it's because I had Taco Bell. But so anyway, back to the weird Victorian house dream. So, you know, there's the house, right? And I'm running out. And they're like, "Oh, we have to get her! We have to get her! Don't let her get away!" So then I managed to... I'm right there, right? I managed to summon my magical cat spirit powers that I gained in the forest in another dream. And all of a sudden, you know, this house is like, for some reason, in the middle of the city. So there's all these buildings and things like that. So I managed to dash out, and I'm like parkouring all over the place, from building to building, parkouring through the parking lots and stuff like that. You know, I'm jumping around, and I'm like flying and gliding. I think it was probably all the Super Mario I was playing last night, all the Mario 64 I was playing yesterday before bed. So I'm like parkouring everywhere, and you know, able to like run around and fly, and I managed to escape, and I become a wanted criminal. Wanted criminal. And then I woke up. And then I woke up and that was it. Anyway, that was my dream last night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you. That was my dream last night. Thank you, Centaur, for 5 months. Picky World Quest Dream Traveler. So that was my dream. I go Slim. I wanted to tell you guys all about it because I thought it was. I woke up from that dream and I was just like, what did I just experience? What did I just live through? What did I just experience?